Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. And tonight what I want to talk about is the Philadelphia 76ers. So this team, they a few days ago after getting swept by the Celtics, announced that they will be parting ways with their longtime coach, I think 7 years, Brett Brown. You know, part of the problem, the biggest thing with Brett Brown, I thought, was that they said, well, I don't think he had a full authority of the team. I thought he could be a little of a pushover at times. That was said by some members in the Sixers locker room, that they thought that he didn't do a good job of hounding the team, the players accountable for what they were doing. And also, I thought, I never liked the way he used Joel Embiid, especially once Ben Simmons left. Because maybe when Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid were playing together, the excuse was, they're clogging up the paint, and that's why he would have Joel Embiid shoot threes. But even I thought, as Ben Simmons was hurt, and it was just Joel Embiid, he still had him out there shooting those threes. I don't know who that is. Maybe Joel Embiid's just stubborn and he wants to shoot those threes. I don't know. But you as the coach, you got to sit him down and tell him, dude, you're 7 feet tall. You're possibly the best center in the league. Maybe him and Jokic probably. You put your damn get on the post, put your back towards the basket, and go to work. Like, I thought, like, they could have had I thought they did a terrible job of using Joel Embiid, Brett Brown, all these years, especially right now with I think that was part of the reason they fired him, because the excuse was, with Ben Simmons, it's hard, they clog up the paint. But now Ben Simmons, and the fact that he was still rolling him out there, or Embiid was rolling himself out there to that 3-point line and shooting threes, whoever it was, whether it was Joel Embiid or Brett Brown, telling him to roll out there and shoot the threes, you as the coach get to tell him, if he's doing it by himself, don't stop doing that. Get your ass in the damn post and go to work. Play towards your back towards the basket. That was the first thing. But also, I think there was some other problems with this team, and that is the front office. Elton Brand, the general manager, before him, Brian Colangelo, before him, Sam Hickey, all these general managers, oh my lord, Jesus Christ. Like, Josh Harris, I believe the owner, you go all the way up from, like, everybody I just named, Brett Brown, Sam Hickey, Brian Colangelo, Elon Brandt, Josh Harris, everybody, man. Elton Brand, everybody. You gotta blame everybody for this, man. Sam Hickey was the one who started the process. They lost all these games on purpose. They tank, to get all these draft picks. And then they did terrible with the damn draft picks, ladies and gentlemen. They did fucking terrible, So the best guy they drafted was Joel Embiid. That was the best guy they drafted, who has injury problems, and they don't know how to use whether he doesn't know how to play or they don't know how to use him. Like I said, they keep fucking him having out in the 3-point line, and when he should be on the post, playing towards his back towards the basket. And then the other guys they drafted, Markieff Fultz, he can't shoot. And then Ben Simmons, same thing. As good as he is, he can't shoot either. What are the odds that you draft two guys in the top top 5, and neither of them can fucking shoot? What is wrong with it's easier to draft guys that can shoot nowadays than draft two guys that literally cannot shoot. Like, oh my lord, Jesus Christ! At least Ben Simmons can play defense, and he can rebound, and he can pass. But Markieff Fultz was a terrible, oh my lord, Jesus Christ. And then also, they drafted these other two busts, Joel Okafor and Nerlens Noel. All this time they're losing all these games on purpose with Sam Hickey, just to end up drafting these morons. Like I said, Joel Embiid, that's their best pick, but they don't know how to use them. And then Ben Simmons, he was nice, but he can't shoot. And then you bust out what you strike out with Markieff Fultz, Nerlens Noel, and Joel Okafor. Man, what was the point of was it worth it? All this tanking, all this losing on purpose? I don't think. Look at it right now. You got swept in the first round, so it wasn't worth it, man. It wasn't worth it. And then what happens? And like I said, I blame all the way up to Josh Harris, the owner, because then what happens? Then they have all these 3-point shooters, right? And they decide to trade. They have Sargic, Dario Sargic, Robert Cunningham, JJ Redick, They have all these three-point shooters, and they decide to trade them away for Jimmy Butler. I understand. But you have to make sure when the time Jimmy Butler steps in that damn facility, in that damn court, you have to extend them. You literally give up all your... The Knicks did this years ago with Carmelo Anthony. They traded Danilo Gallinari and what was that other guy? Chandler Wilson, whatever his name was, and some other pieces because they wanted Carmelo Anthony. But at least the Knicks, who are stupid, at least they extended Carmelo Anthony. The Philadelphia the Sixers, the moment you make that trade, you start negotiating an extension with Jimmy Butler. Jesus, you literally gave up your entire shooting, 50% of your team for one guy. The moment he steps in that facility, before you even have him play a game, you extend him. You gotta be kidding me. And then what happened? Jimmy Butler didn't he saw how stupid they were. He saw that Brett Brown had no authority over the team. He was a pushover. He saw Ben Simmons was a lazy ass that didn't want to shoot. Didn't want to learn how to shoot. He saw Joel Embiid always had had diarrhea, Mexican style, or didn't, or was hurt. So obviously Jimmy Butler said, "The hell of this! I'm walking out." But if you freaking extend him from the beginning, you don't give him that. He doesn't have that. He has no choice but to stay there. Look, Jimmy Butler, I don't blame him for walking away. But you as the Sixers, you got to understand that if you're trading all your things, Dario Saric, and Robert Cunningham, all your damn shooters away, and then you lost JJ Redick to free agency, you have to at least, right away, Jimmy Butler, extend his ass. They let him walk away in free agency, and then they lost Jimmy Butler, Dario Saric, Robert Cunningham, JJ Redick for in less than in 2-3 years. In 2 years, they went from that to, oh my Lord. And then what happens this offseason? Instead of you have some money to spend, go recover some of these shooters. Go get another JJ Redick. Go get another Robert Cunningham. Go get another Dario Saric. No, go replace these guys that you lost on the Jimmy Butler trade. Then now you have also lost Jimmy Butler to the Miami Heat. What do these morons do? They signed Tobias Harris to and Joel what's his name Al Horford to max contracts. And can you explain to me why the hell in a 3-point shooting league you need another 7-footer? And then also while they're at it, they also gave Simmons, who can't shoot in a shootings league, who can't shoot a lick, they also gave him a max contract. Are you kidding me right now? What is wrong with this team? So now what? They had Al Horford, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons all starting together in a 3-point shooting league where you got teams like the Warriors and the Rockets playing small ball. Oh my Lord! The Warriors at times their tallest player was Kevin Durant. When they had that lineup, it was Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala, Draymond Green. Remember that lineup when they threw it out there? Look at the Rockets, James Harden, PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon, Russell Westbrook, Robert Cunningham. And these guys are over here getting all these drafts. Ben Simmons, you already got Ben Simmons, you already got Joel Embiid. Go get a 3-point shooter. Instead, you fucking give up how much money they give, over $100 million to Al Horford. Terrible. Just terrible job by everybody, man. This has been terribly run. This team has been terribly run. They got to be ashamed of it. This is terrible. This is just terrible the way this team has been run from the top to the bottom. I believe over 100 players Brett Brown coached during his tenure. Just flopping, twitching more players more than I twitch my underwear when I have diarrhea. It's just terrible. I don't understand how Elton Brand has a job. I really don't. He, along with Brett Brown, Elton Brand should have been fired too. This was terrible. This team does everything backwards. They're from the start, you lose on these games on purpose, and then you fucking strike out on the draft with 3 of the 2 picks, and then the guys you get, one has diarrhea problems and has conditioning problems and has injury problems, and the other one can't shoot. Oh my Lord, Jesus Christ. Now I want to see what the Sixers do this offseason. I want to see what they do. But I would like them to get a new general manager. Elton Brand's a moron. Go get a new general manager. Jesus. They also give up a bunch of stuff to get what's his name? Tobias Harris from the Clippers. Yeah, they also give up some shooting on that one. They give up that Mike Musculo guy who I don't really like. But back when he was with Philadelphia, he could actually shoot, I remember. But then he went to the Clippers and the Lakers. He wasn't that good. But Mike Musculo, back in the day when he was with the Philadelphia Sixers, he can shoot it. But they traded him to the Clippers for Tobias Harris, were along some other guys. Like I said, they traded all their shooting to the Clippers for Tobias Harris, and they traded all the rest of their shooting to Minnesota for Jimmy Butler. Terrible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say. The Sixers got to fire Elton Brand. They got to start from scratch. I would even consider trading either Joel Embiid or choose one. Who do you want? Who do you want to build around? Simmons, Joel Embiid. Choose one. They got to just choose one. And Al Horford, I don't know what the hell you're going to do with that contract. Jesus Christ, he does not fit in at all. I don't know who the hell's going to want that max contract of Al Horford. At least, okay, Tobias Harris, you can find a way to fit him in. But Al Horford, oh my Lord, Jesus Christ, I don't know who the hell is going to want that contract. He kind of looked washed up this year. I don't know if he looked washed up or he just couldn't fit in because the plane was clogged up with all these 7-footers. But they got to find a way to probably get rid of that Al Horford contract. I don't know how the hell they're going to do that. But yeah, this team is a mess. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm out like a light.